All right, so far all we did really is put in a new battery. And we're going to just see if it starts and how it goes. Pretty little thing, isn't it? So this is a cold start with got a new battery. And lights work, so we know we got electrons.
We got a good tickle.
Okay.
Good snap.
Be ready to cut it off.
If I can get my boot around
Yeah.
this thing. There's hardly any compression.
Huh. Well, it's a 500.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was that strong.
All right. Huh. Well, that's encouraging. Give it another little tickle. Just a tad. All right, see what happens.
No throttle.
Not bad.
Let me give it a little throttle.
Okay, so we're going to start it again, keep it running, and I want to check for oil flow. Okay?
So I gotta get my ass off, my seat off of there.
So, all right. Let me get a flashlight. Keep it running. I'm going to do a little adjusting. All right, I just cleaned the pilot jet, set the pilot jet adjustment to 1 1/2 turns. I turned the idle up just a little bit. We're going to start the bike now and see what happens. We do have good oil flow. It starts just fine with or, well, definitely without the headlight. We'll try it with the headlight and then see how it goes.
Not that I remember. We're going to smell the time continually, okay? One of the nuts fell out. there, I don't know.
Okay, we got a really nice idle, really good rev. Sounds good. Kevin's setting up over there to check the ignition timing. So we'll be revving it up to about 4,000 RPM by ear because there's no tach. And he's going to check the timing mark.
you do that?
This is good idle here. It's holding the idle.
Ah.
We got to figure out how to loosen that.
Okay.
See, there's no slack here at all. That's why when I was adjusting the idle, I really wasn't following it.
Ah.
All right, so we got a good mixture. We got the timing's dead nuts on.
Yep.
But there's no slack here in this cable, and the cable's holding up the slide. That's why when I was adjusting the idle speed, it really wasn't doing much. So we got to figure a way to get some slack into this cable, and that's going to be fun because there's no slack at the bottom too. So that's our next project. We got to get some slack into this cable. Okay? Stopping the video. Okay, I'm going to show you now. We have some slack on the throttle, just a little bit. See that? You need slack on the throttle, otherwise the throttle's holding your idle up. So now we have some adjustment. Kevin's going to start it and get it to near idle, and then I'm going to go over and adjust it. And then we will adjust the slack in the cable. Now we've taken slack out of that throttle cable, so you may have to give it a little bit of gas. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to do now.
That's nice.
There's no 500s, it's 3.5.
Yeah. I've got a little slack here. I'm going to take about half of it out with this. I'm going to take the mix here.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and
turn it on.
wait a minute. Kill switch works. Good. All right, good. I'll check the work order, but I think we've done everything that's asked for. Now we're going to do a test ride tomorrow when we're better dressed for riding. The client said it seemed to pop out of third gear. So we're going to check that. Check the clutch engagement and stuff like that with the test ride. At this point in time, it starts, runs, idles just beautifully. Timing is exactly on. Mixture's good, idle's good, and it's a nice little bike. So we're going to button it up and wait until tomorrow. Okay, after that run, we've got a little bit of oil down here. Over there, dark oil. That could be coming from the engine sump tube, which may or may not be tight. So we'll get it up in the air and take a look at the sump tube coming off, the sump vent tube coming off the engine. And we'll try to find that leak, find out where it is. Okay, we're looking for the source of the leak. And we've taken the bash plate, as we like to call it, off. There's a lot of oil on it. Looking up under the engine, I'll show you two things. Well, I'll show you one thing twice. This is the sump plug, and they are notorious for two things. One, they're notorious for leaking, and the second thing is they are notorious for stripping. I swear they make these plugs out of soft cheese, and when you put them on, they will strip in a heartbeat. So I'm going to take it off. We're going to dump the sump. Yeah, it's nice, dump the sump. And then we're going to clean everything up. Then we're going to put some real good sealer on it. Then we're going to put it on there tight, but not too tight, and try not to strip it. So I think that's the source of the leak. We're going to fix it anyway, and then see what happens. Okay, well, the sump plug was almost finger tight. I mean, I just barely loosened it and took it off. It's also a really, really good example of if you don't have the right size wrench, a pair of slip joint pliers will do. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and we'll put it back together. I could buy a new one, but I'm not going to. It'll hold, and I'm going to clean it up. So, all right, that's a little bit cleaner. It's not beautiful, but at least I have sharp edges now, and I'm going to put it on. All right, well, the sump plug is back in place, all cleaned up, all polished up, cleaned up the gasket, put just the exact right amount of gasket sealer on it, and put it back together. The little spring that holds tension on the filter was inside there, so if you're thinking that was missing, it's not, it was in there. So the little filter's in there with the spring and the cap, and it's all tightened down to exactly and precisely the correct tightness, so it shouldn't leak. We'll find out once we do a test ride tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put the skid plate back on because I am confident that we found the oil leak. Here we go. All right, the sump is resealed, the bash plate is back on, the bike starts, runs, revs, idles. Sounds good. We're going to test ride it tomorrow. Make sure that the shifter is okay, clutch and shifter. And once we do the test ride, we'll decide what we're going to do next. So, it's a pretty little bike, isn't it? All right, let you know what's happening tomorrow.